Welcome to the story of one of America's iconic small coins, the 1951 Liberty Wheat penny, a piece of copper that carries with it the echoes of a post-war nation, economic resilience, and the enduring artistry of American coinage. Let's embark on a detailed journey through its history, explore the geography of its mintage, examine the circulation conditions, and appreciate the coin in its uncirculated form. The 1951 wheat penny, officially known as the 1951 Lincoln cent, belongs to the long-running Lincoln wheat reverse design, which was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, breaking away from allegorical figures like liberty. By 1951, the United States was in the midst of the post-World War II boom. The economy was growing, suburbs were expanding, and American life was being redefined. During this time, the penny remained a staple of everyday transactions, often found jingling in the pockets of children and workers alike. The wheat penny continued to serve as a daily symbol of American values: hard work, thrift, and stability. In 1951, the Lincoln wheat penny was minted at 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, 284,576,000 coins; Denver Mint, mint mark D, 625,355,000 coins; San Francisco Mint, mint mark S, 136,010,000 coins. Together, over 1 billion wheat pennies were struck in 1951, a testament to both the economic activity of the era and the penny's vital role in commerce. Let's briefly break down each mint. Philadelphia, the main mint which produced coins without a mint mark. These coins are still common today in circulated form. Denver, known for high-quality strikes and large production. The 1951 D is the most abundant of the three. San Francisco. These coins are often collected for their smaller mintage and can be more valuable in uncirculated condition. Designer, Victor David Brenner. Obverse, a profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right with the WWII. Inscription: "In God we trust" above, liberty to the left, and the date to the right. Reverse. Features 2 stylized wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America. The motto, "PLURIBUS UNUM," arches across the top. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19 mm. Edge: plain. The 1951 wheat penny was heavily circulated. These coins were everyday currency and could be found everywhere, from corner stores to church collection plates. In circulated condition, most 1951 pennies exhibit the following characteristics: moderate to heavy wear on Lincoln's hair and coat, fading or flattening of the wheat stalks on the reverse. Some coins show verdigris, a greenish corrosion from moisture, common discoloration from handling, environmental exposure, or cleaning. Despite this wear, many examples still exist and are considered common. In average circulated grades, their value typically ranges from 2 to 10 cents, depending on the condition and mint mark. Uncirculated 1951 wheat pennies, also called mint state, MS, are coins that were never used in commerce. These are the true treasures for collectors. Uncirculated examples are graded on the Sheldon scale, from MS-60 to MS-70. High-grade coins exhibit sharp strike details, especially on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks, original red or red-brown. Copper luster. No signs of handling, scratches, or cleaning. Some coins even retain mint set brilliance, especially in MS-65 or higher. In mint state, the value can vary widely. MS-60, MS-63. Red, $3 to $15. MS-64, MS-65. Red, $20 to $100 plus. MS-66, MS-67. Red, especially for S or D mints, can reach $250 plus at auction. The rarest and most desirable are full red RD examples graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Today, the 1951 wheat penny is a favorite among both novice and seasoned numismatists. It is often included in Lincoln cent albums and used to teach the basics of coin collecting and grading. Its legacy lies not in rarity, but in representation of American history, artistic design, and the resilience of copper coins through decades of circulation. Whether plucked from change jars or purchased in pristine slabs, the 1951 penny connects us to a specific time, a nation riding the wave of hope, prosperity, and post-war pride. The 1951 Liberty wheat penny is more than just copper and value. It's a story, a symbol, and a snapshot of American life in the mid-20th century. From the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints to the hands of millions of Americans, it reminds us of the simplicity and strength of small change. So next time you find one in a drawer or coin roll, take a closer look. You're holding a piece of history. Would you like me to format this as a printable PDF or add photos of each mint mark variation for visual reference? In the wake of World War II, America was rebuilding, not just cities, but hope, industries, and its global standing. Amid this backdrop, small symbols of national identity, like coins, quietly marked this pivotal era. Among them, the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny, sometimes colloquially referred to as the Liberty wheat penny, stands as a copper-clad witness to the nation's resilient spirit. The year was 1946. Just 1 year after World War II ended, the U.S. Mint resumed production of regular coinage materials. During the war in 1943, copper was diverted for military use, and pennies were struck from zinc-coated steel. But by 1946, the mint had returned to its pre-war bronze alloy, 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc. This year marked a return to normalcy in the numismatic world. The Lincoln Wheat Cent, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was already a familiar sight. Yet the 1946 edition carried the spirit of a nation healing. On the obverse, President Ead said, "Abraham Lincoln gazes to the right, a symbol of integrity and unity." The word liberty stands to his left, a principle America had just defended across the globe. Below him, the date 1946, occasionally accompanied by a mint mark, D for Denver or S for San Francisco. No mint mark signified Philadelphia. The reverse features two stylized wheat ears encasing the phrases 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum, out of many, one, above. This wheat ears design, symbolic of prosperity and agriculture, would be replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial design. In 1946, 3 U.S. mints contributed to the production of the Lincoln Cent Philadelphia, no mint mark, minted approximately 991 million coins. Denver, D, minted around 315 million. San Francisco, S, produced approximately 198 million. These coins flowed from coast to countryside, circulating across all 48 states of the then continental U.S., finding their way into war veteran pockets, homemaker aprons, and children's piggy banks. Philadelphia coins spread widely across the Northeast and Midwest. Denver issues circulated, primarily in the western and mountain states. San Francisco pieces were common along the Pacific coast. Circulating Lincoln wheat cents from 1946 lived hard but honest lives. Most of these pennies entered the market quickly and were used for decades, enduring daily exchanges at corner stores, wear from purses, pockets, and tills, natural oxidization from moisture, and skin oils, abrasions from clinking against other coins. By the 1960s and 70s, many had lost their crisp luster and developed a rich, dark patina. Still others were corroded, scratched, or worn smooth, testaments to their years of service. While millions circulated, a select number were tucked away, saved in rolls, mint sets, or by astute collectors. These uncirculated coins, untouched by commerce, retained sharp details in Lincoln's hair and coat crisp, full wheat stalks on the reverse, lustrous copper surfaces, sometimes with a fiery red tone. Uncirculated coins are graded on a numerical scale from MS-60 to MS-70. A 1946 Lincoln Cent graded MS-67 or above is rare and sought after, particularly if it retains full red coloration. Grading agencies like PCGS and NGC have authenticated and encapsulated many such gems. Today, a 1946 Lincoln wheat penny in average circulated condition is worth just a few cents above face value, but in mint state, MS-65 red coins can fetch $5-15. MS-67 red examples, especially with full strike and original luster, can be worth over $100. Rare, high-grade specimens with top pop rankings may sell for several $100s at auction. Coins from the San Francisco Mint 1946s are slightly more valuable in high grades due to lower survival rates. The 1946 Lincoln wheat penny is more than a numismatic item. It's a relic of mid-century America. It witnessed the rise of suburbia, the birth of rock and roll, and the evolution of the modern economy. Many collectors began their journey by finding one in their change or inheriting a jar from a grandparent. Though humble in face value, its story is immense. This coin teaches us that even the smallest objects carry history, etched in metal, passed from hand to hand year after year. Whether circulated and worn or uncirculated and pristine, the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny remains a tiny copper time capsule. It speaks not only of minting processes and economic conditions, but of people, millions of Americans who lived, earned, and spent in a time of great change. The 1958 Lincoln wheat penny marks the end of a significant chapter in American coinage. Bearing the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse, this copper coin represents both the legacy of an American leader and the transition to a modern design era. Issued just before the switch to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959, the 1958 wheat penny stands as a poignant final chapter in a beloved coin series that began in 1909. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse depicted a right-facing bust of Lincoln with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" on the left, and the date of mintage on the right. The reverse side, known as the wheat ears or wheat reverse, included 2 stalks of Durham wheat curving inward from the sides, 1 cent at the center, United States of America below it, pluribus unum, Latin for out of many one, above. This design remained in place for 50 years, from 1909 until 1958. By the time the 1958 penny was minted, it was the last year. The wheat design would appear before the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. The 1958 cent thus became a nostalgic marker for collectors and historians. In 1958, the Lincoln wheat penny was produced in 2 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark; Denver Mint, with D mint mark. 1958, Philadelphia. 252, 525,000 coins. 1958, D, Denver. 853 300 coins. These 2 mints contributed over 1 billion coins combined, making 1958 one of the highest production years for wheat pennies. The absence of a mint mark on the Philadelphia coins and the D on the Denver coins helps distinguish their origin. Most 1958 pennies entered circulation and were used in daily commerce. They were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. In circulated condition, they experienced natural wear due to handling, exposure to the elements, and oxidation over decades, slight to heavy wear on Lincoln's bust and the wheat ears. Brown toning due to oxidation. Copper reacts with air and moisture. Light scratches or dings from pocket and cash register use. Some may have retained partial red luster if minimally circulated. Due to the high mintage, 1958 and 1958 D pennies in circulated condition are common and usually only worth face value or a few cents to collectors. Uncirculated or mint state, MS. 1958 pennies are those that never entered circulation. They retained their original mint luster and color. These coins are graded on a 70-point Sheldon scale by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC MS60 MS63. Lower uncirculated grades may show minor marks or dull luster, MS64 MS66. Higher-end mint state coins with vibrant color and sharp detail, MS67 MS68. Superb condition, scarce and highly collectible. Red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN. Color designations based on how much original red luster remains. MS60, MS63, RD. 1 mes 65, RD. 10, 20 mes 67. RD, 200, 300 plus 1 tine 58, doubled die obverse, DDO. Error, a rare and extremely valuable error coin, fewer than 3 known. Value, over $100,000. Because of its role as the final year of the wheat reverse, the 1958 penny holds sentimental and historical significance. It's often included in wheat penny sets, 1909, 1958, Lincoln cent type sets, transition year sets, 1958, wheat to 1959 memorial. It's also a popular coin for beginner collectors due to its affordability and circulated condition and its historical appeal. The 1958 Lincoln wheat penny represents more than just 1 cent. It's a bridge between the past and future of American coinage, honoring both the enduring image of Lincoln and the long-lived wheat reverse design. Whether circulated and worn by time or uncirculated and glowing with copper brilliance, the 1958 penny is a timeless relic of numismatic history.
Decimal 1997 2p coin falls into the second major design era of UK decimal coinage and features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maclauff, which was used from 1985 to 1997. Year of minting, 1997. Monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, third portrait. Era, decimalization period. Portrait, Queen Elizabeth II facing right. Designer, Raphael Maclauff. Inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1997 inch. Translation, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Design, the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of ostrich feathers within a coronet, above the motto, Ich diene, German for, I serve. Designer, Christopher Ironside. Denomination, 2 pence. Note, from 1992 onwards, 2p coins were primarily minted in copper-plated steel. However, some bronze versions were still produced for collector sets. 1997 2p coins for circulation were mainly copper-plated steel. Minted by Royal Mint, United Kingdom. Minting location, Llantrisant, South Wales. Intended for general circulation across the UK. General circulation, approximate 417 million 2p coins in 1997. Proof sets, limited quantities in higher quality bronze, for collectors. Coins used in everyday commerce. Common wear, scratches, dulled surfaces, loss of original luster. Value, usually face value, 2p, unless in exceptionally good condition. Never used in circulation, retains full original mint luster. Value, around 20 pence to £1, depending on grade. Minted using special dies for collectors, mirror finish. Only included in Royal Mint proof sets. Bronze proof coins, not steel. Value, around £2 to £4, higher if part of full proof sets. Exception. Proof coins in Royal Mint presentation packaging may command higher premiums due to collectability. Common coin, the 1997 2p is not rare and is often encountered in circulation. No known errors for the year 1997 2p make it especially valuable. Composition note, if you find a 1997 coin that attracts a magnet, it's copper-plated steel, if not, it may be a rare bronze strike from a proof set. Transition year, 1997 marked the final year of the Raphael Maclauff portrait before the Ian Rank Broadley portrait was introduced in 1998. Would you like help identifying the exact composition of your 1997 2p coin, steel or bronze, or are you looking to value a specific coin from your collection? The next step 1971 Queen Elizabeth II 2 pence coin holds a special place in British numismatic history. It was introduced as part of Decimal Day, which took place on February 15, 1971, the day the United Kingdom officially transitioned from the old pound SD system, pounds, shillings, and pence, to the decimal currency system. Prior to decimalization, Britain used 240 pence to a pound. After 1971, the pound was divided into 100 new pence. The 2 pence, 2p coin was among the first decimal coins introduced, alongside the 1/2p, 1p, 5p, and 10p. This transition was a major financial and cultural shift in the UK. The new decimal coins were designed to coexist with older coins temporarily, but eventually replaced them. Obverse, front. Portrait, Queen Elizabeth II. Designer, Arnold Machin. Description, the portrait shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1971. DG Reg. FD stands for, Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, Latin for, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Designer, Christopher Ironside. Design, the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of ostrich feathers within a coronet, above the motto, Ich diene, German for, I serve. Denomination, the words, New Pence, and the numeral 2 beneath the design. Note, the phrase, New Pence, was used until 1981. From 1982 onwards, the inscription changed to simply, 2 pence. Minted in, Royal Mint, located in Llantrisant, Wales, after 1968. Country, United Kingdom. Geographic relevance, used across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Metal composition, bronze, 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin. Mintage, approximate, 1,454,856,250 coins were struck in 1971. Usage, commonly used coin in everyday transactions. Weight, 7.12 grams. Diameter, 25.91 millimeters. Edge, plain, smooth. The large mintage made the coin very common, and it circulated widely through the UK economy. Because it was the first decimal 2p coin, nearly everyone in the UK handled this coin at some point. Definition, a coin that was never used in circulation, often part of mint sets. Appearance, sharper detail, clean surfaces, no wear. Value, approximate as of 2025. Around £1 to £2 for an uncirculated coin. Coins in brilliant uncirculated sets may fetch more, depending on packaging and condition. Definition, high-quality strikes made for collectors, often with polished dies and planchets. Appearance, mirror-like fields, frosted details, high contrast. Availability, found in 1971 proof sets. Value, approximate as of 2025, around £5 to £10, depending on market and completeness of the set. Individual proof 2p coins sell for £2 to £5. Because the 1971 2p coin was so widely minted, circulated coins hold minimal collector value, typically only face value, 2p. However, coins in pristine condition or those from official mint sets may be sought after by collectors of decimal-era coins. Not rare, despite being old, the 1971 2p coin is not rare due to the high mintage. New pence versus 2 pence, some collectors seek coins with the new pence inscription, especially those from transitional years. Not magnetic. Pre-1992 2p coins like the 1971 issue are non-magnetic, while later ones, copper-plated steel, are magnetic. This coin represents the beginning of decimal currency in Britain and symbolizes a time of modernization in the UK. While not a high-value item, it's a nostalgic piece for many and a staple for beginner collectors of UK coins. Would you like images or a side-by-side comparison with later 2p coins, like the 2 pence version from 1982? The 1994 2 pence coin was part of the UK's decimal coinage system, which began in 1971. It was minted in copper-plated steel, a change from the previous bronze composition due to rising copper prices. The coin features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael David Maclauff, and the reverse depicts the Prince of Wales's feathers, a symbol of the Prince of Wales. A total of 531,628,000 2 pence coins were minted in 1994, making it one of the most widely circulated coins of that year. These coins were legal tender in the UK and were used in everyday transactions. However, due to their low value, they are rarely used in modern commerce. In circulated condition, the 1994 2-pence coin holds its face value of 2 pence. Coins in this condition are commonly found and do not carry additional collector value. Uncirculated, UNC, condition. Coins in uncirculated condition, which have not been used in everyday transactions and show no signs of wear, are more sought after by collectors. While specific market values can vary, uncirculated coins are typically valued higher than their face value due to their pristine condition. Proof coins are specially minted with a high-quality finish for collectors. The 1994 2-pence coin was included in the 1994 United Kingdom Proof Coin Collection, which had a mintage of 44,643. These coins are highly valued by collectors due to their limited mintage and superior quality. The value of the 1994 2-pence coin can fluctuate based on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. While circulated coins are generally worth their face value, uncirculated and proof coins can command higher prices. Collectors often seek coins with unique characteristics, such as minting errors or those with historical significance, which can further increase their value. Mintage, 531,628,000 coins. Composition, copper-plated steel. Obverse design, Raphael David Maclauf's portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Reverse design, Prince of Wales's feathers. Circulated value, 2 pence. Uncirculated value, varies, typically higher than face value. Proof coin value, higher due to limited mintage and quality. If you have a 1994 2-pence coin and wish to determine its current market value, it's advisable to consult with a reputable coin dealer or refer to recent auction results for similar coins in comparable condition. The 1996 United Kingdom 2-pence, 2p, coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a part of Britain's decimal coinage system. First introduced in 1971 during the decimalization of the British currency, the 2p coin has undergone various design, metal composition, and minting updates over the years. The 1996 version is notable for its traditional design continuity and its place in the circulating currency of the late 20th century. Decimal coinage was introduced in the UK on February 15, 1971, known as Decimal Day. The 2-pence coin was part of the initial decimal series and has remained a standard denomination since then. The coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maclauf, 1985–1997, depicting the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem. No major design changes occurred this year, making it a continuation issue. 1996 was a year of steady circulation, with coins struck for general use. Portrait, Queen Elizabeth II, right-facing, with the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1996 inch, DG Reg. FD equals De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, Latin for, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Designer, Raphael Maclauf. Reverse, back. Design, the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet, with the German motto, Ich diene, I serve. Designer, Christopher Ironside. Inscription, 2 pence. Diameter, 25.9 mm. Weight, 7.12 g. Thickness, 1.85 mm. Edge, plain. Metal composition, 1992 to 1998 copper-plated steel. Earlier coins from 1971 to 1991 were bronze, the change was due to cost efficiency. The 1996 2p coin was circulated throughout the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Occasionally used in UK territories, British military bases abroad, and by collectors worldwide. Mintage for circulation, 1996 approximately 603 million. Not a rare year, high mintage makes it common in circulation. Some variations may exist due to minting anomalies, but none are officially recognized as rare. These coins were produced for collectors and are often sold in sealed presentation packs. Condition, no wear, full mint luster, sharp details. Value, 2025 around 20 pence to £1, depending on packaging and condition. Proof versions may have been struck for collector sets, such as the 1996 Royal Mint Proof set. Finish, frosted design with mirror-like fields. Packaging, sold in official Royal Mint presentation cases. Value, 2025 £1 and 50 pence to £5, depending on set and market demand. The 1996 2p coin is generally not considered rare but is a solid example of mid-90s UK coinage. Collectors typically seek uncirculated or proof specimens. Error coins, double strikes, off-centers, wrong planchets. Full sets from 1996 featuring all denominations. The 1996 Queen Elizabeth II 2p coin remains a widely collected piece of UK numismatic history. While not rare or particularly valuable in circulated condition, its presence in annual sets and proof editions makes it a desirable coin for full decimal collections. Its design reflects the continuity of British coinage during Queen Elizabeth II's reign and the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint. Would you like a visual reference or a comparison with other 2p coins from different years?